Firetiger helps you actually operate reliable software in production and drive toward business outcomes and customer outcomes that you care about autonomously.
Our mission as operators of the systems is to make sure that the services that power the business are functioning. And when we're down, multiple layers of abstraction, measuring things like CPU usage or memory and number of file descriptors opened, the connecting the dots back to the impact on the business is is witchcraft. It's
So we're on a mission to help builders, software builders, sleep better at night, and customers, software customers to trust the software that they're building.
It feels like the goals of observability have detached from the initial intent.
As a Firetiger, you define the outcomes you care about from an engineering and product perspective, and our agents go figure out when those outcomes are not happening or when they could be happening better or faster, and identify specific ways you can improve your code base based on how we're observing it operating, and your software gets better. And we do this in a loop forever.
And so when we talk about outcome engineering, it's about reconnecting those worlds and going back to questioning, what is the mission of the engineering team that is in charge of the services, and what are the outcomes that they want to drive and deliver.
And measure those directly and improve those directly.
Yeah, instead of the symptoms.
Yeah, no more witchcraft. We recently launched a self-serve offering to complement our enterprise products. And as part of that self-serve tier, there is actually a completely free forever usage allotment that folks can sort of play around with, onboard their software, deploy an agent to make it more reliable, and continually get value from that agent.
The whole software development lifecycle is being reinvented. We have coding agents that are working for us to create the software, but we're still on the hook when it comes to running it. And it feels like that's not the way it should be.
I think a really interesting thing here is that the software development lifecycle has changed a lot and will change a lot over the next months and years. What hasn't changed is who buys and sells and uses software, and that's still people, right? What we're seeing is that as change velocity increases, you can write a lot more software, you can make a lot more changes, you can build more features, but you're still going to let your customers down when the software breaks. And there hasn't actually been any meaningful improvement in the tools to make that piece of the equation better, make your customers happier and less sad when things break. I was tired of making customers sad. And so I think that's the, how would you say it? Raison d'être?
Une raison d'être.
That, the reason for existence behind Firetiger.
Yeah.